in there.
You was like that
yes,
last
let's
year with
start.
it too, because you were trying to get me to read it last
happened?
year, and I just was just like, by so 11, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it, and I just never did. Then what made me really get into it was the show. I think the show season 1 opener was kind of like 10 out of 10 in my opinion, and I just couldn't wait. And after I saw when he just got Icarus, I was like, okay, you know what? Let me actually pick it up and read it, and I was just locked in. Yeah.
No, for
I didn't worry
real.
about my kids. I didn't worry about my wife. I didn't care about nobody. I didn't care about nobody.
He's the
The
worst.
way you said that.
I was trying to read.
Damn,
I was busy.
way to
Solo
make
level,
a
that's
great
all I
first
knew.
impression, Jamal.
Rico, clip that.
I'm clipping
Clip
it.
that. We gonna use that.
We gonna send it
We
to his
clipping
wife.
that.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
let's get started,
Now
man.
she was a big supportive and everything.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead.
Freestyle anime. Freestyle what? Freestyle Freestyle anime. Yeah, Demon Slayer, I'ma catch him, dog. Freestyling every time we talk. 1 piece away from fortune and fame. Can't switch up on the game, that's my ninja way. Ain't doing that talking, we got more to say. Write your name in my book, that'll see your fate. Better hit a deco, hope he say the date. Better hit a deco, hope he say the day. Freestyling about anime. Every day, freestyling about anime. Every day, freestyling about anime. Every day, anime. I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone. Sorry with a slice, nigga, I'm gone. Sorry with a slice, nigga, I'm gone.
Welcome back to another episode of Freestyle Anime Podcast. I'm your host Rico with Ma and CJ today.
Yo.
And today we got a special guest by the name of AniMel. She covers everything anime. She's been popping out there, bro. I've been seeing your IG and what you've been covering. I like it. I like the angle that you're coming from.
Sir.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to our
Thank you. I
show.
appreciate it.
We're
Yeah,
happy
thank
to
you for
have
the
you tonight.
invite.
Of course.
Thank
of
you. I'm
course.
excited to be here.
Yes. We're getting into Kaiju tonight, guys, and I kept seeing on your page, your page, and a couple other creator pages. I kept seeing Kaiju.
Yes,
and
Mel,
also
I just wanna
our boy Ty.
I just wanna thank you for being one of the only people to answer my plea for help when it came to Kaiju No, because I literally was just like, I'm gonna start reading this manga. Someone read it, which I need to have someone to talk to, and nobody answered. And you came along, you was just like, yeah, I'm caught up completely. I was like, thank you so much.
Yeah, yo, I saw that and I was like, I got you, man. I'm reading it fully caught up. I totally I understand the vibe. When you're reading something, you just want to be able to talk to somebody about it.
Exactly.
So I was like, I need to reach out.
Yes, I appreciate it. I truly find it amazing that someone out here is reading Kaiju No.
The funny thing is,
I thought more people read it, but not that many.
What we were talking about earlier, Mel, he'll barely go on the page and post.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he did, I was like, yes, he posted on the story.
That is so true.
I'm happy I was there for it then. I'm happy I was there for it.
So I was like, that's good.
I had to reach out. Because Rico was still working through the anime, and then my other friend Ty, we was caught up on the anime, but he was just like, I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna wait on the anime. I'm gonna read it. And I was just like, bro, I can't talk to nobody because he hates spoilers.
It's I don't know if you guys know about Comic Book Day, Free Comic Book Day, which is always like May 4th. And one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go check out this Free Comic Book Day thing. And Viz Media started doing the small little booklets. They give out these really thin booklets, and one of those booklets had the first chapter of Kaiju number 8. And I said, you know what, I think I want to pick this up. Looks really brand new. I love the whole protagonist vibe. It's someone in their 30s. You don't get a lot of this. And then coincidentally, a month and a half later, one of my best friends got me the first volume for my birthday, and I was like, all right, this was meant to be. We're just gonna read this.
That's great. That's great. Because I like the fact that he is in his 30s. He makes a lot of jokes about that. He was just like, so is this what happens when you're in your 30s? Your knees stop working? I'll be like, yes.
CJ,
everything hurts. The whole thing is just a straight vibe. And I'm like, you know what? We need more stories like this. So I just became a big advocate for it, right off the jump.
So
feel you.
I like
Oh.
that. How do you guys really feel about that? The Arthur going in that aspect, because usually we see a younger kid or a teenager that's the hero, and he's the main character, and then it goes, we follow his life, but this time it's someone who missed all their goals, and they're now in their 30s and they're still chasing their
Low
goals.
key.
Because
Hey, man. I
and
feel
with
like
that
it was
angle,
different.
I was
I
like,
feel
this
like
is different. I
with
like
that
this anime.
angle,
It's starting different already.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, when you got so much like action genres out there, I think like first of all, them doing that is just like really good. Like if you want to break the mold in like this huge like ecosystem, I think
Yeah.
like that really does it by changing like your protagonists, like their age demographic, like what they're all about, their background. Like I think that was smart for the mangaka to
Right.
do. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like really crazy how no one has thought of this before, or like it doesn't happen more often. And
Yeah.
manga and anime is not just for kids,
Right.
clearly. And I
Right.
think that's kind of why like people do it, because they think their main demographic is like teenagers, and it's not the case. And I think they're starting to become aware that it's not the case, or maybe they just wanted to be like, yo, we should connect with the people who are older a little bit more. So like here's a story of somebody who's like 32 who like did not make it happen in their 20s like people say you should, and is
Yeah.
trying
Right.
to make it happen when they're like in their 30s now.
Exactly.
If you just join us on the Twitch side, we are talking about Kaiju 8. We are talking about Kafu, I believe his name is, and his
Kafka, yeah.
Kafka and his age. So yes, we are here.
But
Welcome,
spoiler
Des.
alert! Spoiler alert! Don't be hating, because we we gonna get into that manga eventually.
So we will be talking about the first 5 episodes and then the manga for sure. Welcome, Dex. Dex said, "What's up, crew?" And CJ, my arch nemesis. She is everybody.
Damn.
Dex, bro, come on, man. It's all love. But
So,
when it comes to Itachi, we button heads.
we're not starting this with this episode. We're not doing this Itachi thing. We've been doing way too much Itachi. We're doing Kaiju. It's a Kaiju night. What moment in the anime for you guys caught your eyes?
That's a good question.
But I ain't gonna lie. What really caught me on Kaiju No is when he had to pee. It did in the anime. That's what really solidified me into, okay, I'm gonna watch this. This is funny. Because it was
Really?
funny. I was watching it, but I wasn't really. I was watching. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching it, but I was also working on some other stuff. I was trying to design shirts, and it came to that moment when they was running, and he was just like, "I really have to take a leak." And I looked up, and I just was like, that whole scene for me, it just made me laugh. I could not stop laughing. I was just like, "Yo, this show is pretty funny." I already know this is about to be a great show. This is about to be a great show. I was just like, "Yo, I gotta watch this." So that's what solidified it for me.
For me, I think it was like the opening scene of like episode 1, because that opening scene was like anime only scene, like it's not in the manga. And it's when Mina drops out like the helicopter or something like that, and she just she falls back. I don't know what it was, but it was super dope. And I was like, all right, I like the way that they're doing this. I like the sequence of events. I like the new different like anime only stuff that they're putting in, and the animation's not bad. I think I'm okay with it.
Yes. I think the animation's great. I don't know.
So
me personally,
for me, CJ was at my house and we were getting ready to do the episode with Ray, and I was setting up in the living room and I had it playing. I was like, all right, let me just play this because I really want to watch this. And when the second episode happened and the song came on, I said, wait a second. What is this? It was the song for me. the song for me caught me, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna give it a watch. And then CJ kept telling me about the pee scene. He's like, yo, wait for this. Funny. And it was the comedy, the intro, and when they're in the hospital and the old man, and how funny they were together. Their chemistry already is funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, Reno and Kafka are like this.
Every time I hear him say his last name, I keep thinking of Ichigo. But he's saying Ichiki. I keep thinking he's saying Ichigo.
Ichikawa.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I'm like, did he just say Ichigo? Are we going to do this?
No, it's
we just going to steal him right away? Ma, the question was, what in Kaiju caught your eye to keep you watching it?
So what kept me actually watching it, I think it was episode 2, because at the end of episode 1 is when the Kaiju he ate the Kaiju go inside his body, correct? At the end of episode 1. So episode 2 is when he body the other kaiju with a single punch. I said,
Right.
damn, I was not ready for that. Because it was I was gravitating to that moment. I literally thought the little girl was about to get ate in with her mom. And I was like, dang. Then he came through and just did that. What really got me to it. And I think when he counted, he kind of like that 1, 2, 3 kind of gave me a little bit of Gone feeling when he does rock, paper, scissors. So I kind of liked that little moment. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Really
that
made me want to keep watching.
Moment.
That was a great moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he
got
the
animation impact was like tight.
Yeah.
And
I love me personally. I love I guess in episode 4 when they were doing the whole examination. I ain't gonna front. I love the shooting or how they. I just love the shoot scene. I guess in my estimation, when somebody gets shot, you don't see it coming. In my estimation, because I did not expect that girl to get shot up like that. I said, "Damn! Oh wow!" So that's.
You talking
like
about
that. I really do.
What was her name? I have it over. Kikoru.
She had the number 1 score.
Yeah, Kikoru.
Yeah,
I think that's how you say her name. Yeah, Kikoru. Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. She was carried.
Oh, you mean when number 9 showed up?
No, the
when
girl
9 showed up. That you got serious.
No, the girl. Oh.
Yeah, she got shot by. I guess y'all not there yet. They put a name on him.
No, they haven't named him yet. But
they haven't name dropped him yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
The kaiju that showed up in the anime, they haven't named him yet.
Yeah.
So somebody gave him a nickname last night on Twitch, and
Mushroom
his nickname is not Mushroom Man, but Mushroom Daddy, because she said "Daddy" right before she got me. And then he goes in my comment. What? He goes, no, Mushroom Daddy, not Daddy. I was like, what the hell?
Hey.
No way. You know what? That's gonna stick with me forever now. Yeah. Like,
Mushroom Daddy.
Forget the name that they have in the manga, all right? He's Mushroom Daddy now.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, we need to put that on a shirt. Call it a day, Mushroom Daddy.
The funny thing is, they don't even know what happens later. That's the funny part. Because later, bro, there's a whole new meaning to that.
Calm down with your spoiler alerts, sir. Calm down. Let's stay on the end.
Yeah, facts. Yes.
No.
So I'm assuming based on what. Go ahead, Rico. It's like you get ready to ask you a question.
No, you good.
Oh, so let me ask y'all, Mel and CJ, based on where the animation is going, do you guys think it's gonna stay with the story and adapt to it?
You mean the anime?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for the anime.
Yeah, it's pretty faithful.
Faithful? Okay.
Pacing-wise?
Yeah. It's very faithful.
Okay, I'm excited then.
Everything, yeah, bro. One thing about Kaiju No 8, though, I ain't gonna lie to you. All gas, no brakes for a good majority of it. All gas, no brakes.
It's true. I feel like the brakes started hitting like right around like chapter 100. That's when things started to which is crazy. You go 100 episodes and it's nonstop action and like craziness. Wow. And then episode, I think like chapter 98, 99, like right around there, things started getting slow, but it's picking back up again. And I think it's like 110 or something like that.
Right now, I'm stuck in the slow part. I gotta hurry up and get to 110. I'm at 102, like I said. But no, yeah, it's all gas, no brakes from start to finish. And then, bro, once you get to the part where they start animating it, everybody's gonna be hooked because it's just straight action. Okay. And I already know people are gonna love the action. I already know people are gonna love the fighting and the.
Well, yeah. Yes and no. I'm gonna say this because you guys remember how I loved it. But y'all remember how there was a whole half of different people complaining that there's too much action in JJK and too much bodies are dropping last year a little bit? Where you had a couple
JJK.
of...
Yeah, but that's I'm not even going to look at JJK in any category. Like, it doesn't qualify for anything in my mind anymore action-wise. They're like a whole different beast. Like, you got lots of action, excessive action, and then there's JJK all the way in the corner, all right? So we're not even gonna include them in this conversation.
I love the action in JJK. I wanted all the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the first debate of the night.
I wanted all the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I enjoyed season 2. I got my own gripes. I'm not reading the manga, okay? But I've seen the spoilers. I've seen the leaks, and I think that Gege is a psycho and a maniac. I don't agree with any of his bullshit, okay?
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna leave JJK in the corner. They're no longer allowed to be called an action anime. They're like on their own tier.
Let me tell you something. My friend Ty always makes this point to me. He'll just like, if you want to see a character have longevity in JJK, you can't come out and say it's your favorite character. You got to keep it to yourself because Gege will hear it and he will take it out.
Big mistake.
I'm not gonna lie. It happened to me not too long ago. I am not gonna lie. One of my favorite characters, he got him. I was just like,
keep that to yourself, sir.
I ain't gonna spoil nothing. But they got him, and I was pissed. They got him. I was like, yo, you can't do this to me.
JJK, the Game of Thrones of anime, huh?
Bro.
Okay. For sure.
It is.
For sure. It is. And I love it. I personally love it. Because I'm a huge Game of Thrones person anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. Kaiju only.
Game of Thrones is good.
Who's your early character you look at and you're like, that might be my favorite character? Right there.
For Kaiju number 8?
Yeah, the anime.
Okay.
Based on the 5 episodes you've seen, who would you go with?
I mean, from the get-go, it's Kafka.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Kafka, yeah.
Yeah, Kafka, like the other characters just don't have that much weight yet. Like Kikoru, she starts off just annoying as hell. It's hard to like her in the beginning.
Straight money. She reminded me of I don't know if y'all ever watched Powerpuff Girls back in the day. I can admit I used to watch Powerpuff Girls. I did.
I know who you're about to say.
Yes,
I know.
She reminds me of Princess Morebucks, or whatever her name is. Princess Morebucks. I think it was Morebucks.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she reminds me wholeheartedly of Princess. Hey, chill out. Powerpuff Girls was that show, all right? You ain't gonna keep Bubbles.
I thought you was gonna keep in the main 3
minutes.
And you was gonna say Bubbles or Buttercup or Blossom. I thought you were gonna say one of those. I didn't even remember.
No. Is the girl that had her? I think her name literally was Princess. Her first name literally was Princess, and she had this gold power suits because she really wanted to be a Powerpuff Girl.
Oh so yeah, I remember her. She had red hair, right?
Yeah, I remember it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kikoru does give those vibes in the beginning. And I'm glad that, they gave her an early, check yourself in episode 3 and 4. So, she won't act like this anymore, hopefully.
That's the exact reason why this guy warned me about her. He said, she's going to be humbled soon by Mushroom Head. I'm like, who's this Mushroom Head, man, you talking about?
Yeah.
And then he hit me with the line and said, wait for it, Mushroom Daddy. I'm like, bro, I can't.
That Mushroom Daddy's hilarious. I need to put that on a jacket.
I told you, we're going to put on a shirt. Dex just said in the chat, he has the machines. He'll send us that shirt. He has the machine. We'll talk later after this.
So let me ask y'all a question. Since we all agree that, Kafka is the main protagonist that we all, drawn to, how do y'all feel about
it? Wait, hold on, time out. That's based on the anime only.
Based on the anime only. Okay,
I got a different answer.
Yeah, okay, based on the anime only that we all, talking about Kafka, how do y'all feel about so far at this time moment? It seemed like can we agree that he's pretty weak as a human, but it seemed like when he transformed into a kaiju, he's strong. How y'all feel about that?
Yeah.
I mean, I have my own suspicions in general. And I think this is, you let me know, CJ, this is something that's been theorized. It's not a spoiler because there hasn't been, anything revealed about it. But, with Kafka, right? First of all, because he's inherently weak, he was wearing the suit when he got hit by the kaiju during an exam.
Yeah.
But, first of all, they explain how the suit works, right? If you train, you're able to unleash its ability, which allows you to, carry heavy weapons around. It essentially, reinforces your body. Being the fact that he can't bring out any, percentage of it, the fact that he got hit by that kaiju and only broke, his ankle is crazy to me.
That is true.
Yeah, so one of the very first things that people started talking about, I think, in the manga community is what's the deal with Kafka's body? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that there's anything special about him or anything of that nature, but there must be something about his constitution, and this is just me theorizing, speculating. There must be something about this constitution for the kaiju to approach him, because to this day we don't know why that kaiju approached him, because he was like, I found you, and it's why were you looking for him? Right? And then the fact that he can't bring out any latency energy from the thing, it's like, all right, can he not do this because he's just really weak as a human, or is it because he already ingested the kaiju? So I don't know. There's something about him that throws me off in a lot of ways.
So to piggyback off what she said, yes, I would have to imagine it has something to do with him eating the kaiju and the suit just not allowing, because maybe his his I can't speak now. His biology has changed because of the kaiju. So it's like maybe the suit's not recognizing him as much because he's not that much human anymore. And then to piggyback on what you said about the kaiju coming to find him, I personally have a theory about that, because I even tried to talk to my homeboy Ty about it, because he finally started reading the manga, but he's not that far into it. I feel like the kaiju that went down his throat was originally looking for the other kaiju that got killed, which was because me personally, I felt like it was weird that he always had to do intestinal duties, like he always had to clean up the intestines or something.
Oh, I see what you're
which
saying.
is the inner part of the kaiju, right? So I'm like, was that kaiju sent to power up the other kaiju, but then they killed that kaiju, so ended up finding him instead?
That's a good question. I don't know, but yeah, like there's so many question marks about this guy. Nah, look, Kaiju number 8 has more questions than answers.
They
man.
really do right now.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah, there are a lot of question marks. Like, what's going on? I mean, it's not giving One Piece vibes, because One Piece is
One Piece
it's Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Right? It's Pandora's box, man.
What's going on?
Chapter 11-14, and I'm like, what? What's going on here?
Exactly.
So I actually do have a theory, a guy breaking down that theory, and I thought it was interesting to bring up because, like you said, it's not spoiling anything because nothing has been confirmed. So I do have. I'll probably pull it up in a little bit for us so we can see real quick. But I want to hear.
Wait, about Kaiju number 8 or about One Piece?
About Kaiju number 8. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Like it's a good theory. You guys will love.
I'm excited.
All right.
Actually, let me just pull it now. Matter of fact.
I was gonna say, just pull it now.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this, Mel and CJ, as Rico pulling that up.
It's
what
up.
is one character? Oh, never mind, you got up.
You good? Let me know.
Now I'm gonna say, what is the most interesting character so far that you guys enjoying outside, like within these 5 episodes, outside of Kafa? Because it seems like everybody, we all can agree that it's just only him.
He's funny as hell.
Yes, he is funny as hell. But you know, but for a guy who is I'm thoroughly new into it, like who is someone outside of him that I should be looking forward to as well. That we
Reno.
Ichigawa.
Reno. He's
oh my god, they go hard.
He's top marks. He's top marks in Hoshina. Hoshina is top marks. Like Hoshina proves himself a little bit by episode 5 because he's not dumb. He plays around. He's very playful. He tries to like play things off. Like Kafka's really funny, but then he starts to explain in episode 5, like, yeah, dude, I know you were present when that magnitude spiked to like 9.8. There's something you guys are not telling us, and I need to keep you around to find out why.
He's the most sensible one out of everybody because it just made sense. Like he was just like, this looks just like what happened in the first episode.
Yes.
Yes. I was expecting I was expecting Mina to catch on a little bit, but I'm glad he caught on because he gave me, like off rip, I was saying he gave me vibes where like he gonna make you train your ass off, or he's gonna be on your ass. One or the other.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna be a really menace. Because even when Kappa told him his dream, he wants to be next to Mina's side, he went from joking to like, so you mean you trying to replace me, right? Nah, sir.
Yeah.
I've been here with
her. Bro.
I moved on. You did it. So I really felt, he's been my back to the other question, early favorite character. I've been the girl actually. I know y'all don't like her because she had to get humbled, but seeing her no scope everybody and just pulling up, you know, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas what you about.
Nah, I guess.
Yeah.
No, you know why I didn't like her? Because she threw my dog's car. You picked up the car and you could have slowly put it down in a different parking spot. She literally chucked it. I was like, see, now you just being disrespectful.
There was no need for that violence.
Like, you just being rude. Like
exactly. There is no need for any of that violence. It's like, who told you to wake up and choose violence today? Like, go get another parking spot, girl.
Like, exactly. Now I understand you the best and you can unleash What was it? 45% of the power already. Okay, you on par, but you didn't have to throw my car outside though. Like, I mean, that's still my whip.
He flipped it back.
Now you could have, if you was gonna pick it up, he flipped it back. She didn't flip it back. He did that.
Yeah,
but that's interesting though. How was he able to flip it back when he couldn't pick up a gun?
Because you don't remember he said he changed his arms.
Yeah,
he did the partial.
He changed his arms.
Oh, I didn't even peep. Okay, I didn't. Peep
He
that.
said he
really.
I didn't see that.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. I always had that theory about him was like, okay, you could partially transform. Why don't you partially transform all the time? Because the suit covers majority of your body anyway. But yeah, that's
don't notice though. Don't notice the reading.
It's a good thing that he doesn't. It's a good thing
it's
that
a good thing he doesn't. But I'm just saying he could have. Like in the beginning, I would have tried to do that just a little bit. Like
yeah.
I
mean, I think he tries to show that he's like trying to do it himself too.
Yeah,
like he can do it not.
Yeah, true.
Oh, it makes sense.
He wants to rely on his own power.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this little clip.
Mm-hmm.
I had to give him a follow out to this.
Okay. Look, the only thing that I have to say that really like broke me was when he said the telepathy part, because I was like, "Holy shit, you're right. That thing never opened its mouth.
It never did open.
And Reno did not hear him, because when he opened the curtain, it was like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know, he could have heard that and be like, "What was that? Who are you talking to?"
Yeah.
And he never said that. Like that never clicked with me until he said that.
Damn,
possible. I don't know. That could be possible because we. Do
I mean,
know...
I don't know if he's half high kaiju or anything like that, but I do agree with the sentiment that there is something about his constitution that's not like normal.
Yeah, that would be wild, bro.
Didn't he have both parents though?
Huh?
In his backstory, didn't he have both parents?
We don't know anything about his parents though. They have not given us his backstory really. They just told us like where he's at in life, and you know, the fact, like the only part that we really got about his backstory is what you get in episode like 1, which is like he grew up with Mina, you know, their town got destroyed, and like they vowed to be part of the defense force. They never gave us anything beyond that after 100 chapters.
Really?
Damn.
That's true.
Yeah.
So y'all don't get to know nothing, his childhood, nothing.
Not really. Like we learned more about the other characters, very interestingly enough, than we have about Kafka.
Okay.
That is true.
I feel like with the Arthur going in that direction, it gives you more time or more, like if you go back, you get to fill in a lot of things about him. Like even if you wanted to show how he fell, how he did, where him and Mina fell off, like I want to know what happened. Was it at their first trial and she's just like, all right, you're a loser, bye. Like what happened? But clearly it shows.
No, that's
show that.
Nah.
Don't answer that.
It doesn't show that, but it doesn't.
I feel like, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, don't answer that.
I'm not going to say anything.
This is me just thinking. I only read 2 pages into the manga after episode 5. But yeah, I was just like, I wonder maybe if the Arthur's saving it to go back, like we said, what if we do find, like the video said, what if we do find out that he is a hybrid? Like, because I was surprised, and I love that plot twist at the end when Mushroom Head turned into a human. And he couldn't control it, though, because he was pushing his body back. Like, no, stay together. I was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, it might be the fact that he's just new to it. This is also me just speculating. He might be new to, like, his body adapting to that. We don't know what his capabilities are yet. So, like, that could just be the case. But I'm sure, like, if he had the time to learn it or, like, you know, took the time to learn it more, he probably could master it.
Yeah, no, he could. One thing I wanted to talk about was the suits, because you guys were mentioning the percentage that I was showing, and I was agreeing with you of why I don't think it would have been smart for him to change any parts of his body to show some type of percentage, because the minute he turned into a kaiju, they already sensed that. They said he was the strongest kaiju recorded ever when he was charging up to beat the boss that revived.
Yeah. But that's only when he's fully transformed. I don't think the partial transformations really matter because, like I said, he did in the parking lot and nobody noticed then.
He didn't have the suit on in the parking lot.
You think the suit would have picked up that he transformed parts of his arm?
You see how
the suit can detect like your body. It could detect your heart rate. It could detect like, you know, your muscle like fibers and stuff like that. True. So there's no telling what they can monitor like when he transforms.
But then if that's the case, they should all off rip knew that he transformed to defeat the kaiju that came back to life because he still had his suit on. when he
I mean,
transformed. When he
That is true.
that's true. You're right. You're right about
Yeah.
that. Because like I was thinking about it when we were, like I was watching episode 4. He like transformed, and the only reason that they weren't able to see him transform is because the exam was over and they pulled back all the drones.
Right.
So therefore, they can only detect people's like heart rates. Like that's how they
Yeah.
detected like Kikuro was under distress because her heart rate suddenly spiked.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
But
even if
I
also,
mean, there's a good point there.
hold on, Shishiro also said that the minute the other kaiju showed up, your heart went flatline. Something along the line like that. He said we couldn't sense your heart no more, or something like that. He literally said, like, the minute the second kaiju showed up, your vitals disappeared. That's weird. And then now the second kaiju showed up and he changed. And he noticed that because of the suit. I could probably try to pull it up and show you guys when he said, I think that was in episode 4, right? Episode 4. But that's what he said. And I was like,
I'm
oh,
pretty sure
shit.
episode 4.
It had to be for you.
It's 4 or 5, one of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
And
But like episode 5 is where he has that inner dialogue, right? Like thinking to himself, where he's like, yeah, I need to keep you around because this is that, and that. But yeah, like I like Hoshina because he's smart. Like he really plays this like playful guy and stuff like that to
but
catch
he's
you
serious.
off guard. But he's like he goes so hard and he's so smart. Yeah.
When I
He's
first
serious
saw
about
him,
being inside of Mina. I ain't gonna lie.
when I first saw him, I knew there was something a little different. I was just like, you're playing a facade.
Does he really throw hands like that though? Is he really strong or he just smart?
Look,
Nah,
you seen that?
he throw hands like that. I ain't gonna lie.
He does.
He throw hands like that. 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 It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah. When the time comes, and I don't think that's gonna get animated. Based on how they're going, they've animated approximately 11 chapters.
Mhm.
So if we keep going like 2 chapters an episode, and there's 12 episodes, we'll probably reach like 26 to 28 chapters. That puts us like maybe around volume 3.
Mhm.
Okay.
So like we're definitely not gonna get there. We see him like pop off in volume 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
He like that. He like that.
Was that during the
Yeah.
board meeting
Yeah, that.
when he was vouching for why they should keep him and he said it to himself? That was during the board meeting, right? When they were voting.
Nah, it was after the board meeting, I think.
When he
No,
said he wanted to
he
keep a
became a
close
cadet.
eye.
Yeah, when he was the last person to walk in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
wanna
remember
say
like
that- Go ahead, Mel.
oh no, I was saying the only thing that I really remember is like he walks in, Kikuro is like talking to him. Mina already left the room and she starts like the girl with the glasses that does all the specs.
Right.
She's like, oh, is this why you wanted to keep him around? Because he was funny. He's like, yeah. And then he starts going into the inner monologue.
I mean, he is funny.
And I think that's when he shows like, yeah, he is. I mean, that's the great thing about Kaiju number 8. Like it's a good action, but they balance it really well with
They
humor.
really do.
Oh yeah,
No.
for sure.
Because even
Really.
when he came in and he addressed it, Mina as Mina, and she was just like, "That's 50 push-ups right there." I was like, "That's hilarious."
That was
It's
so
like
funny.
you address your higher ups by their
By their rank.
ranks.
And
Yeah.
she smiled. She smiled.
Or when they was in the bath and they find out that he was a childhood friend.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and they
And
were like questioning him.
He was like, "Whoa, you're not ready to leave yet, bud. We gonna talk about it." Reaches out like, "Where you thought you was going? We about to ask some questions."
Nah. But the pee scene takes the cake for humor so
Oh, yeah,
far.
very much so.
That caught me off guard. I was like, I don't remember this in the manga. If you guys just added this in, kudos to you.
It just reminds me of Scary Movie. It's hilarious. I was like, bro, this is funny.
Yo.
I was just like, hey, bro, if y'all was referencing a Scary Movie, y'all got it. That was hilarious. Oh my god.
Hold on, I think
I literally was laughing
I may have
out
got it
loud when I seen that scene. I was just like, yo,
on my pirate website.
wait, you could have just pulled up Hulu.
That too.
Well, that's it.
Okay,
Right there,
sure.
Yahoo.
As bad as I thought.
No, he didn't really say nothing. All right, I'm gonna let him continue playing. He didn't say nothing, and then I'll come back to it. Yeah. So you guys are probably right. It is probably during the graduation. He said it. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, because yesterday when I was streaming, Crunchyroll the screen went black on me. So I was like, oh, okay, they're not letting you stream off their site. Only on Riverside you can, but for Twitch, they're like, the screen just goes straight black. Like if you ever try to screen record Netflix or Hulu,
Really? Last
and it
time.
goes black.
Wow,
I didn't know that.
really?
Yeah. So
That's
it does
crazy.
that.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucks. Haru, for sure. I have his name right now, but the dude with the pink hair, bro, I'm put him in the list of the top most bizarre anime hairs that I've seen because his hair just doesn't do
The
it.
dude with the
It looks
pink
like
hair.
a rooster.
I'm gonna show
What?
you
Yeah,
guys.
Iharu.
You-
Iharu. He's like Renault's. He's like Renault's rival.
Bro, I
Yes.
like him. He's cool.
He is, but not his hair.
Yes. He gives me what is his name from My Hero?
Bakugo.
No, not Bakugo. The one that always rides
Really?
with him. The other one. He's always with Bakugo though.
The red hair.
The one with the red hair.
Yeah.
Oh, god
Oh,
damn, his
shit.
name is escaping me now. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. And I like him too, fuck.
I know
All
his
right.
superhero's name is Red Riot, but I can't remember his actual name.
Yeah, you're not.
It's not gonna
capping.
come back to me.
I'm forgetting it too now because of you, bro. Look what you did.
I could see that with the hairstyle a
The
little bit.
hairstyle, but also because
Yeah.
he was all like all manly and da da da, and like
Yeah.
manly man, and then I know it just
You feel
reminds
like
me of him.
So you feel like he give you what the guy from My Hero? What's his name?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Kirishima? Is it? There we go. It is Kirishima. Is it Kirishima?
It's like
Nah, I'm
Kirishima.
second Kirishima. I feel like I'm guessing
It probably
myself
is.
now.
It's something
I
Kirishima.
feel like I need to check now.
Yeah.
As soon as I
Yeah,
make crazy.
Right.
I feel like
I
is
think
it
it's
Kirishima?
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's Kirishima.
yeah.
Oh,
it's
let's
Kirishima.
go. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like every
I
anime
didn't get
character,
that.
every
Yeah.
anime. I feel like every anime, no matter what, have somebody got some type of like sharp teeth, sharp something. Just
Yeah.
just sharp
Yeah.
something.
It's part of the trope.
Yeah.
It's part of the
Yeah.
anime trope.
You know-
You'll always
Yeah.
see someone like a Bakugo. You'll always have some hothead.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember this dude
Mhm.
from
But
Shaman
he
King.
reminds me of
with the long hair.
Kirishima because he reminds me of Kirishima because the arm wrestling thing too. Because remember when he went against Tetsu and they couldn't beat each other, they ended up just doing an arm wrestling to see who won the battle. And this guy always he's always
alright,
like,
I
oh,
see
arm
what you
wrestle
mean.
you. Let's arm wrestle for it. I'm like, yeah, I can see that, but no,
It
that's
Yeah, I
reminded
can
me of
see what
his-
you mean
his
there.
hair.
All right.
This was the hair I was thinking of.
I'm dead.
Oh
Hey, that's
my
from
god.
From Shaman Kings, right? That's
Shaman
the
Yeah,
show from
that's
Shaman
That's
Kings.
the original
Shaman
one
King.
too.
Yeah, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, what are we doing? All right, he's representing bad hair.
Hey, bro.
And also the dude from not the dude, not Jotaro, Josuke, part
Josuke.
4.
Oh,
Okay, dude, that
I
has
can
something
see
With
like
his
that.
hair, I was like,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
can
all
see
right,
that.
we're gonna have a ranking of the
Yep.
bad hairs, and you're in it, bro. You're in it. It definitely does. Funny moments for you
I
guys.
don't think it looks that bad.
Ooh, CJ.
Funny moments.
I already know
I
CJ.
already
It's the
put
nipple
top-
one.
But you already, it's the
Yeah.
nipple peeing
It's the
thing,
peeing
bro.
nipple one.
Top one. Yeah.
I think when he scares the old man in the hospital
Yeah.
and then he like
That was gold.
breaks the whole wall.
That is also true.
That got me. That got me.
That was gold.
I-
The moment that was funny also to me is when he was happy during his training, and then he started chasing the girl because now they built a friendship because he saved her. It's just like, yo, stop running after me. He just does dumb shit. Or the part where he was in the bath with water with everybody, and then everyone's like, yeah, I look up to Mina because X, Y, and Z. What do you do it for? Well, I kind of grew up with her. And he's like, all right, let me head out of here. And they're like, nah, bro, you staying here and telling the stories.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And, yo,
Mhm.
they got
Yeah,
some
I
good
think
parts.
for me personally, his personality, just who he is just funny. I think about like when he met the little girl and say, "Oh, let me smile," and he not keeping in mind he got a kaiju body, and it's just like little stuff like
Yes.
that. Those are the things that I just enjoy about him. It's
He
funny.
be forgetting. He
So,
really do be.
it's-
The part he started begging to Mina, please, 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 please don't tell nobody. I was just like, Naruto would do.
He's just so unfiltered
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
forgets like time and place. Forgets time and place.
For
He
sure.
does forget times to play. And
Mhm.
speaking of that time and place thing, he lasted way longer keeping that secret than I thought he would. I'm not
Yeah.
just throwing that out there. He lasted way longer keeping that secret than I thought he would. I thought he was gonna blow that cover way quicker than he did.
I mean, I thought he blew it way too fast, especially in front of Kikoru,
Got me in charge.
When I first read it, I was like, "We're gonna do this. We're really gonna do this." I'm like, "There's no other choice here." But are we really gonna do this?
I thought he was just gonna pull up and save her and then dip out. I didn't think he was gonna actually show his face. I was just like, why would you do that? You didn't have
This
to
is
do
the
that.
part of the
I
episode
mean,
where I say
that's a
spoiler
good
alert.
point.
Spoiler alert. We're getting
I mean,
to the
is
spoiler
it?
part.
That's not a spoiler. That's
No,
like
it's not a
episode
spoiler.
4.
That's episode 3 or 4.
When
Yeah,
you
one of
say
those.
Oh, never mind. Okay. My bad. I'm
Yeah.
thinking y'all saying Mina.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Thinking of Mina.
No.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
She don't
No,
need
no,
saving,
no.
trust me. Well, maybe now.
I
Maybe
just
now.
paused right there. I was like, oh.
Okay, maybe. Okay, I'll take that back. Okay.
Yeah.
She might need saving.
The weapons. I was surprised he really couldn't hold a weapon, bro. I was like, yo, you really are weak. You really do have a fragile
bro,
body.
heavy guns.
I mean, they're heavy weapons.
They
Like
heavy
you
weapons.
need like that activated suit in order for you to pick it up.
They're not normal guns like how we have. They're
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh
high
yeah, because they
super-
said they're all
Yeah.
yeah. They're made out of kaiju skin and organs
right.
and stuff like
Yes,
that.
they did
Like
say
the
that.
suits are, and so are all the weapons and the technology are made from like the kaiju.
Right.
And I thought that was
If y'all
smart
never
that
seen,
they did that.
yeah.
Like they made material out of the kaijus instead of like just killing them. Like in Attack on Titan, they didn't do that with the Titans. They didn't even want to touch them.
No, they didn't
You
do
know.
that. Because Titans dissolved after you kill them. There's nothing left.
That is
for
true.
after you kill them.
You're
That's
right. You're
true.
right. You're right. But I feel like the
But I
creator
did see like
did hit on this doing that, especially with the suits. Because one of the things that made it so cool is when she like she didn't stop the bleeding. At first, I thought she recovered from the bleeding, but how the suit helped her like suppress the blood, and then the first shot when it was because I thought she was dead. I was like, damn, oh shit, this is how we starting the show. She did.
Tokyo Ghoul. That's the show I was thinking of. They turned the kaijus into weapons like how they did in Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul, they'll take some of the ghouls and turn them into weapons.
You're right.
That's one. I was
So
thinking it gave me.
I've seen that somewhere.
To me, it gave me more. I don't know. You guys seen War's Trigger?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen that anime?
I have not.
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, the suit concept kind of gave me the same thing where you got to put on the suit, and the stronger you get, the more weapon you can carry, or I guess stronger weapon you can carry.
Okay.
And so War Trigger kind of works something very similar, and they had something like not the kaiju, but another entity that was also trying to take over the world, and they would have to do the same thing as well. So it's kind of.
Do you guys
interesting?
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see it.
I've had that on my watch list. It's just when you create a watch list, as you know, as anime fans, it just gets longer and never gets shorter.
Right.
Yep.
No.
Never you should end, trust me.
Yeah, it never will. It'll take me like 5 lifetimes to watch these anime.
For sure.
Too much on the list. There's way too much. But yeah, I did like the fact that they gave us a quick with the percentage. They gave us a quick way to measure how strong someone is. Like off the bat, when shows do that, it's easy for people like CJ and Ty who power scale to already know how strong they are.
I mean, not necessarily, because your power scaling and your usefulness are two different things. Because like Kafka said, I might be at 0 power, but my knowledge of the kaiju is like the biggest advantage of all.
No,
that's true. I really appreciated like that moment. I was like, yeah, you know what? Because it was like, you know, kind of like reflecting on the whole message of Kaiju number 8, where it's just like, you know, things may not come in life when you expect it, but like if you keep trying at it and you like stick to the field or whatever you're trying to do, like you may acquire some skills and some tools along the way that you didn't expect to have or you would have gotten without this journey. So then maybe by the time you get there later in life, like you were in a better position than, you know, maybe you thought.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Which is crazy because, you know, the fact that, you know, they basically up the age limit for him to join to low key because
nice plot convenience.
Yeah, I was like,
nice plot convenience.
I didn't know
33 is a weird number too. I was like, they didn't do 35, they didn't do 30, they did 33. That's a little weird, but okay, I get it.
What was the limit before? You guys remember?
I think it was like 30. I think it was like 30, and they upped it.
Fun fact though, it gave me like military vibe. Cause I think the real cutoff age, if my brother remind me, is 33. So I automatically thought like military vibe anyway.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because they are kind of like a military sort of thing. And I thought it was really cool. Like I didn't pay attention maybe the first time, but like when I was watching, you know, when they introduced all the characters that were coming to like take the test, they were like, yeah, they went to so and so like
military school.
kaiju. Yeah, they basically went to military school, and I'm like, crap, I didn't realize that they world built it like this in the beginning, which is kind of cool. Just to tell you like the state of the world that they're in.
Yeah, that's nice.
I assumed like originally I was like, as I was watching like the first couple episodes, I was like, oh, maybe this is just like a Japan thing, but apparently it's a worldwide. Everybody's doing this all over the world.
Because Kikuru went to like the University of California for that, and I was just like
California?
America.
Kaijus, come over here.
I like when animes include the states, some of the states over here.
I'm
like,
saying,
whoa, I'm just like, yo, Florida already got kaijus. We already got these big ass alligators. We don't need no more kaijus here. We got the animals.
No.
We got the animals. We don't need no more kaijus.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Bro, we do. I just heard about some stuff. They talking about some we got anacondas breeding with the pythons now, making some new snake that's even bigger. I'm like, I ain't even need to hear about that. That's some new stuff that they can keep to themselves.
It's believable. I mean, look how big the Everglades is. So I believe it. It's believable.
Exactly, kaijus, exactly. See? I'm gonna suit up, and go out there, and get me some kills off of it.
When you figure out we lost a member, this is how we did. He went
Hey,
out
listen.
and you're gonna hear Florida man dressed up as an anime character and attempted to kill a kaiju. We was like, are you talking about the gator, sir? No, you don't see this kaiju right here. Oh, dude.
Yo,
but one thing I liked about the design is I was like, of their suit, even with the mask, is that to help their breathing or something? The mask around their face.
I think there might be like also like the toxins, like that kaiju could expel. You never really know, because like when he was cleaning the intestine, he also had kind of like a mask on.
Yeah,
so maybe that's like a reasoning for that. You never know what kind of like properties kaiju can have.
True.
Yeah, I was also thinking I would love for someone to throw a visor over the mask. I'm like, who's gonna be that one badass character that just shows up, throws some
the visor?
There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that, right?
I know.
No, I don't think so.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to see Hoshina in that.
So,
I can see
pull up and zoom.
Yeah.
Or even the tennis shades, bro, that goes over your whole eyes and everything.
Hoshina's new suit though.
Yeah.
His
Wait, hold on.
Go hard.
Didn't Mina have something that like that on her eyes when she first jumped down, like in the literally first few seconds of the episode with her her gun? She has a visor so that she can aim.
Yeah, she do has a visor.
Like
but it's more like it looks more like Google
it's
glasses.
like a headset. Yeah. But those are sick.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
Liking that already. Comparing the adaptation of the anime. How you guys feel about that? Well, you read the manga first. CJ read the manga after the anime. So you have a different perspective. Do you like the adaptation of Kaiju so far?
Yeah, like the storyline adaptation is great, and like they're adding new stuff that wasn't in the manga. And I think like, you know, I've talked to a few other folks that started like manga only first, and they were like, yeah, you know, the pacing is also a little bit different for the first few chapters. Like they do it really good. And before it got adapted, you know, I'm one of those people who was like really skeptical because the character designs look soft.
A lot of that's the first thing I saw.
You understand what I mean, CJ? Because like the way that the characters are drawn, and that was like one of my biggest like attractions to Kaiju number 8 is that the way that they draw the characters is like so slick and edgy that I was like, why? Yeah, I'm like, why do the characters look kind of cute now?
I feel like they just with the colors because
it's not the colors. It's like the jawlines. Like you notice how the jawlines are like they're like rounder now. They're not like they don't have sharp angles anymore.
That's kind of true. I'll give you that.
Yeah. You can kind of say the same thing for Zob 100 then.
I haven't read Zob 100.
This is how far you made it, Rico?
Yeah. That's how far I made it.
That's crazy.
I was just trying to see a character without the mask on. Because she is right. They did look a little soft.
Yeah, and that was just my own personal thing.
Yeah.
Like, but they're doing a really great job.
That
you know what I mean?
There.
Like
that guy right there.
Yeah.
He means business.
Yeah.
He's a champ. But overall, like the adaptation has been like beyond my expectations.
Right.
So far, Mhm.
In terms of sword fighting, I think he could take Zoro. No powers, just sword fighting. I think he could take Zoro.
Here
I'm
we
not
go.
gonna lie.
You know what?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not
can't-
gonna lie to you.
Going.
I'm not gonna
He's
lie to
taking
you.
Zoro.
I'm not gonna lie to
Wait,
you.
With the suit on or without the suit
Now
on?
you gotta give him his suit.
I mean, I just gotta ask because without his suit, he still could go.
I mean, yeah, without
So
his suit,
I'm-
he's actually pretty cool too. But with the suit, I think he could take Zoro.
What color is that
You
fidget
take
in your hand?
Zoro.
Is that green?
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hold it no more.
Stop
'cause
it.
Zoro's green. You can't disrespect the green. You can't hold it anymore. All right, no. I have unclaimed you from the Green Clan. Let me stop.
Oh.
But I can't say nothing until I read more of him and see what he could do. I'm gonna hold my tongue. But
Hey,
CJ,
all
you
right.
like getting disrespectful. Well, if he could take on Zoro, he could definitely beat Sanji. So okay.
I mean,
Chill out.
just with skills,
Ooh.
just with skills alone, maybe. Because he really could go. Like he has all the techniques.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna have to read up on him some more before I crown him that. CJ likes to do this every episode. He's a Sanji lover.
I mean, I
gotta
know-
ask you.
I am too.
You,
I'm a Sanji
what?
fan. I'm a Sanji fan. I am a big time Sanji fan. Like after Whole Cake, he shot straight up.
Really?
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. I didn't love him that much. Like Zoro was my go guy, and then
Mel,
Whole
what
Cake came,
happened?
and it like
Come on.
it changed my whole life and my whole perspective, man.
Hold on, Mel. Two in a
His
row.
story- I'm-
Listen,
You
I
His
just heard
story-
him last.
with the right side. Thank
No,
you.
no,
Mel.
no,
I
no,
appreciate
no.
You're one of the only ones who's came out and admitted to the Sanji love, man. It's
Sir?
hard out here.
Sir, I had one last guess that was a Zoro fan. Mel, you were supposed to be 2 in a row.
Nah,
I am so
Nah.
sorry. I am so sorry.
Sanji for the
Yeah.
win.
You know, if you would have caught me like before Whole Cake, I would have said yeah, Zoro all the way. But like right now, it's Sanji.
Thank you.
Okay,
you.
let me ask you this, Mel.
We have
I gotta
officially
ask, 'cause we
removed
gotta
your
go off this.
license. Removing your Zoro license.
But what was it in Whole Cake Island that said, you know what, Sanji's it for me? Like, what was that turning
I mean,
point?
it wasn't like just Whole Cake. I'll say that
Mhm.
it was like the start of something. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I shouldn't write you off. You know what I mean? And that
Mm.
definitely was like at the wedding.
Right.
When he like chooses to save his family,
Yeah.
despite all the bullshit.
Exactly.
I was like, all right, this is mentally like turning things for me. And then Wano just took it like full scale with the whole like Soba Man and like the raid suit.
Okay.
But then like the moment with Robin, I was like, you know, I appreciate your character vulnerability. And then like against Queen, I was like, all right, you guys just brought my guy Sanji full circle. I appreciate this. And
Yeah.
you know, despite the way like Egghead has been going, I think people just like are hating a little extra hard, you know. I feel like I'm talking about way too much here. I don't know how many people read the manga.
I do read the manga.
When
We
it-
One
when it
Piece.
comes-
Like, heck,
When
we love One
it
Piece.
comes to Sanji, it don't matter. Keep going.
Keep going.
No, we're cutting this off.
No.
Too much love.
No.
You gonna keep going as long as it's not
Back
Sanji.
to your
Sanji,
regular
man.
schedule
Yeah,
program.
that-
Because as always, Sanji is getting out the program. All right?
Nah, you're not about to cut this off. I got me one. I got me one.
yeah, CJ,
we
let's
can
just go.
talk about this another time.
Yeah.
We can talk about this another time.
Lord.
Right.
So 2 animes that came out. We all here read the manga. CJ, I think, have
Mhm.
not read Solo Leveling. Comparing both of them, they both getting an anime adaptation. Who would you guys feel got it better? Solo Leveling or Kaiju 8?
I'm gonna just go up first because
Ah.
I already know they gonna hate me for saying it, but solo leveling is cool. Don't get me wrong, love the anime, but Kaiju 8 made me pick up the manga. I literally had to go. I couldn't wait for the weekly coming out of the anime. I just had to go pick
You
up the
never
manga.
gave
That
it a
says a lot.
chance.
I'm gonna agree with you.
You know
I'm
what
gonna
saying?
agree with you actually.
I disagree.
Okay. I only say this because like I feel like for Solo Leveling, they had an opportunity, I feel like, in episode 1 to make that episode an hour-long episode and cap it, you know, like at like when the dungeon like closes or whatever,
Right.
like after the whole like double dungeon
Right.
like shuts down and it's like a question mark. Like I feel like they should have cut it off where like you should have been questioning whether Sung Ji-woo was actually still alive. Like, I think the way that they cut episode 1 to episode 2 was not like engaging. The anime only stuff really, really hurt my feelings. Like, I know they were trying to fix the pacing for it, because Solo Leveling pacing, like, I get it could be like a little bit wonky because it's a webtoon versus like a traditional like manga. But I don't know, man. It really took like the tension out of a lot of stuff.
I don't know. I disagree. I didn't even read Kaiju 8, and I just only watched it recently, and I watched all 5 episodes. While all 5 episodes are great, I don't think it's captivating and the intensity like Solo Leveling is. Because Solo Leveling, after watching all 12 episodes, I literally made me go pick up the manga. Like, I was like, I gotta go pick up the manga. I can't put this thing down. And to the point, I read it all within 4 days. So, I think and the intensity of how Yase and Kaiju is nonstop, and Solo Leveling is nonstop. There's no slowdown literally to the end, pretty much until he gets ready to have his son. Like, there's literally no breaks. It's all straight action. So, and I'm excited. And there's an action that also have storyline. It's not an action that I feel like. Now, I'm not gonna say JJK don't got no storyline. They not say that. I feel like that's cap. JJK do got
it. Doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
It does have somewhat of a storyline.
What's the storyline?
I mean,
you're about to lose CJ. You're about to lose him. His heart almost broke it too.
Yes,
I mean, the storyline is.
Go ahead, CJ.
Go ahead, CJ. Please explain the storyline. I don't really know what the storyline either.
The storyline is
Hey CJ, look outside your window. I think, and look at the sky. You're reaching.
See, so this will make Solo Leveling even better, because Solo Leveling does have a storyline. You know, we get to understand, you know, his main purpose and what was, and they did man save humanity. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with JK if, you know, they ain't gonna end up saving humanity, because it look like bodies just dropping left and right.
All right, so in fairness, I agree with Maul. In fairness, though, but for JJK, the storyline at first, to me, when I first was watching it, was about them collecting Sukuna's fingers and hoping that Yuji could be the vessel. Then when they dropped Zero, it kind of took it off of that. It put it into, you know, let's learn more about Gojo. And after we learn a little bit about Gojo and Geto's backstory, then we focus on that. Then it made sense that that's not the real Geto, and we realize it's not the real Geto. And then we kind of realize why why the enemy, what's his name, Kajaku, wants to seal Gojo, and they want Sukuna on their side. But then it still the importance of what Yuji was after. Now he's left in the middle. You're kind of wondering, what is his goal here? Now he's dealing with, you know, not accepting himself because he has Sukuna in him and stuff like that. But I could see, as far as like Naruto, we know his goal in the storyline is he wants to be Hokage. He's still following that path. He wants to retrieve Sasuke. Luffy, he's chasing the One Piece. He wants X, Y, and Z. And there's different things that happen with all the side characters that we mentioned, like Sanji, his backstory and stuff like that. So but we're still in linear with it. The main goal never shifts. Now the main goal we thought was Sukuna's fingers. Now I don't know outside of this what is, because I did read after the next arc, and I'm still like kind of lost in the middle. But go ahead, CJ, if that helps you make a better story.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. I feel like JJK just took the route of Bleach, because no one can tell me what the Bleach storyline is.
You might be right.
I mean, you know what? I think like
no, hold on.
You know what?
Damn.
No. All right. So, like, based off what you were saying, Rico, like, one thing I do disagree with is that the storyline doesn't need to exist for one singular goal. And I think that's okay. When I say I don't understand the storyline, it's like, is there actually a story, or is this just like a fighting like story? You know, like is it?
It's just a fighting.
Yeah, that's my whole point. That's my whole point, because with Bleach, Ichigo has no goal. His goal is he needs peace, and I need you guys to leave my family alone.
Right.
But people just keep coming for him. Yeah. So he has to keep like coming out the house and being like, "What are we doing now?"
Right. Basically.
Sometimes you gotta pop out.
But you kind of got dragged in. Yuji kind of got dragged into this whole jujutsu world, and from there he's just trying to learn where his place is. But at the same time, he's just every 5 minutes someone pulling up to beat his ass. That's it. You know, you had Mahito out here trying to, you had Chozo for a little bit, and you had
spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alerts.
It is spoiler alert.
But I will agree that that's beyond the like what's been animated. But I do agree that Solo Leveling overall, I think I enjoy its story a little bit more. But I'm saying like in terms of like anime, what's out there
for
in
the
universe, anime only right now.
Season 1 compared to the first 5 episodes.
That's season 1. Yeah, it just wasn't like the first 2 episodes were great, but I don't know, something like fell off a little bit. There was too much anime only, which I know is for the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by the time the next 12 episodes drop this year, which might be in the fall, the way things are going, it might be in a better position, because they were trying to like do a lot of layups for Solo Leveling that I was not like loving.
To me, with Solo Leveling, and I could agree with this, is I think we went at a 10 and then we dropped down because now he has to train his body with the gifts that he got. And then now we have to start climbing back up a little by little. So the climate starts going up, down. Because when CJ was asking me, I'm like, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to go all the way up here and then we're going to come back down. But it makes sense. Like you said, in the next season, it will make sense to why. Because even throughout the show, the last couple of episodes with Igris, it was really good. And then before that, when he first entered,
Igris gave him the hands. I didn't even think he was going to win that fight.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, he should have won that fight.
That too.
Well, I think he even said that himself. He said like, I kind of got lucky.
Mad lucky. He had you floating for a little bit, bro. You didn't touch the ground for 10 seconds.
That's why it took him like 3 tries to rise Igris, because like he was not above Igris, like power level. And then I like how they show you he wasn't like that when he went to go fight the Siberius, the 3-headed dog.
Cybers.
I like that they showed that, and I think it also showed you like he has a bunch of things to work on, and that's why it's called Solo Leveling, because he's gonna keep leveling up. But it did come at a price where you might lose some people, because the build up in episodes 1 and 2. And then just a drop.
Yeah.
So
I just want to touch on that Igris fight real quick.
Yeah, let's go. I got that.
If he didn't put down that sword, you lucky your enemy had honor and put down the sword when you put down your knife. Because if it was me, I would have just cut you in half. But that's neither here nor there. But those hands, though, because you ended up flawing my boy out in the end when you called your dagger and he didn't know you were call your dagger. That I was like, don't do that. He was honorable enough to put down the giant sword that looked like it could cut through diamonds for your hand-to-hand combat, and then you gonna cheat him at the end. I was like, see, that's just not fair. Especially because he was kicking your ass.
That whole fight, I think, like when I was reading it, I think I reread that like whole section like 5 to 10 times, because it was just so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When I was reading it, I felt like that too. I was like, I think you should have lost to Igris, but we'll let it be.
I just kept scrolling up and down, being like, I don't know if this tracks. I don't know if this tracks.
I kept thinking I was getting tricked. I was like, wait, he's actually dead?
Yeah.
Or he's coming back alive and he's about to cut his head off. And then I was like, oh no, oh, you actually killed him. Oh damn. And I felt like it happened for a reason, though. At the end, you kind of figure why it happened.
We figured out why.
But from where it was, you're like, nah, this don't make sense. But like she said, I do believe overall it is a really great story. I can't say if it's better than Kaiju, because I haven't read all of Kaiju, so I can't really give that opinion. But I just know, like Mal said, once I picked up that manhwa, I couldn't put it down. Phone calls were being missed. Other mangas were being left on the shelf. Well, listen.
I mean,
social media was.
I didn't go outside. I was just reading that. Yeah, that thing was good though. I bought the first volume and I was like, okay, where can I find this? I need to read this online like ASAP. And I think it took me like roughly 2 weeks, maybe, because we got to eat, sleep, and other stuff. I can't do that sacrifice anymore. But I was just like, this manhwa is really good. So now I'm waiting on Solo Leveling Ragnarok, the sequel, because I heard they're gonna start like drawing that. Because it's a light novel right now. So if you want to read it, you got to read it. But if you want to like read it like webtoon style, I heard they're supposed to start like drawing that this year.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Now,
Hey,
will
is it
Ragnar would
about
be
the son?
based off his son?
Yeah.
Oh,
And the son
Yeah,
go
wait,
hard.
hold up, time out. Y'all spoiling him. How he got a
I'm
son? Where
sorry,
he get a
bro.
jet from?
Oh,
Where he get a jet from?
my bad.
Yeah,
you know,
just out
the
here
jet-
spoiling.
hey,
Where the jet come from?
Jit go hard.
I'm so sorry.
Jit go hard. Jit got potential. Gonna be stronger than his daddy.
Let me put it like this. It's a hot take. He does what Gohan was supposed to do.
Oh,
That's crazy.
And I want to see it. CJ, I'm
That's
telling you, bro.
crazy.
all right.
Pick it back up. Pick it back up and read it. And I guarantee you, once you get to that spot, you're not putting this manga down. It's only 200 chapters.
You not.
Where all right, so read up until the point like after Igris, like right after like that whole Igris fight, the story starts to get really, really, really interesting and captivating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's only been a couple of animes or mangas that've done that to me. And Solo Leveling's done that to me where I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
Like with One Piece, I couldn't put One Piece down. I just couldn't.
I still, to this day, I'm mad that the chapter didn't drop today.
Yeah,
I think we're on a break.
We are on a break.
Yeah,
It said a break.
We are on a break in this week. Yeah, we're on a break this week.
Yeah.
You missed that, huh?
You're not about to tell me that the world's about to... Bruh.
Hey, listen.
He took a rest last week.
I think
last week was a holiday.
Yeah, okay, that's all.
Oh, yeah,
last week was a holiday.
Listen.
So
What
month are we in? Like May?
Yeah, we're in May.
Somebody said One Piece is a monthly manga now. I'm like,
no, they haven't changed. They haven't left Shonen Weekly Jump. They have not left Shonen Weekly Jump.
They haven't. They're just saying
it's just that
the
like,
way he's dropping
the breaks that he's been taking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, it's a big holiday season right now in Japan.
It's like
with
Golden
Golden Week. So that's so like all the manga on Sunday that week, like 2 weeks ago, like everything was off. Like there was no Undead Unluck, there was no Sakamoto days, there was no like Kagurabachi, and there was no One Piece.
Right.
That makes sense.
I need you to hurry up with One Piece, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can't drop a bomb like that and just go MIA. I'm like, yo, I need to know what happened. What's the rest of the broadcast, bro? Like,
I know. This broadcast is taking forever with the coffee and everything like that. I was like, really, Odo, we're gonna do this again.
Right? I'm just like, yo, come on, bro. Just tell me what I need to know. And we say,
but you know what?
Yeah.
After like last week's chapter, I feel like I could see the end in sight, and I don't know what I'm gonna do myself when One Piece ends.
Me too.
I might cry.
Don't even get me started.
I might cry.
Don't even get
I might cry.
Because I don't think the end in sight.
No. It gave me those vibes.
When I say end in sight, I'm talking like 5 years. That's a real end, man.
Nah, because he said, I feel like Oda said something like that like 5 years ago, talking about the end was in sight, and he getting be close.
But he's like pushing the gas now, man.
He is.
Yeah,
it's real out here with Egghead.
Yes, it is real. I ain't gonna lie, it is. But I still think we still got so much more. I still think we still got so much
hold
more.
on.
I don't think it's going to be 5 years.
Wait.
I don't think so.
Wait. Let's go off the list. Blackbeard is making his move. His crew's already as tough as shit. Shanks out of nowhere said it's time for us to go get... Wait, hold on, bro. Shanks already said it's time for us to make our move, Ben Beckman, and let's go after the one. We're seeing all the girls.
Well, everybody can swim.
Exactly. We're seeing all the girls say it's in their powers, and we're getting names and everything. The only big 3 person left is Emu, and Luffy's dad, and we're seeing a lot more of Luffy's dad than we have. And there's a lot of things that has to do with tying this up. So if we get this big ass message that Vegapunk been this whole mystery, we're getting him, and now he's dead, basically.
Hey, spoilers.
But you still missing some parts.
Wait, I know. Tell me. You could tell me after.
I still feel like
all
we're still
the
missing.
Marines.
But
the Marines, we've seen their potential in the new ones.
But I think we still haven't got the full story of Zebek yet. We still haven't got that, and we still need that because there's still certain.
I think we're gonna get that
soon.
So
we're gonna need that. That's what I'm saying.
They're getting that soon.
So
I feel like that's gonna be linked with the Blackbeard stuff.
Yes. Like once we get there, because like Oda's saying that we're gonna be in Elbaf before the year ends. You know what that means?
But I feel, but my thing though, we already knew that though because we already knew it. He did say in one of his interviews
Oh
that
yeah.
Allen was going to be short regardless. That was going to be
Yeah,
short. It
no.
was just going to be a pit stop. So
the reason why I agree with her is because all the things that were kind of missing, he's already been dancing around them. Like, we saw a little bit of Zebek's name being mentioned when they had the island where they were hunting for a bunch of the fruits,
God
and then
Valley.
how Akuma got it. So we got a little bit of him dancing around God Valley, and then we jump to other stuff. So it's just like, I feel like we're getting a lot. So I'm like, how much more can you go? Because how far will you go into Zebek's backstory? Unless you want to create a whole different anime about it before. He could do that.
I don't think he's going to make a whole anime about it.
But I
feel like
just the fact that he's gonna write a light novel to expand on like Zoro's backstory is like, it's saying a lot.
Yeah. Like, no, for real.
Zoro's getting a light novel for his backstory?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I read somewhere.
Oh, that's crazy. It wasn't good enough to make the main story? That's crazy.
Of course, they had to show your boy as a crybaby. Real men don't need all that. We don't need all that TV time. We get to work. That's what we do. We get active. But they had a show the
backstory had a whole arc, dude. That's all I'm saying.
It did.
Main story.
And it was a whole arc of him being you get me started. Dex said, remember, One Piece is not the main story. It's supposed to set up for the One Piece. Like getting a One Piece.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It is. But we're still saying there's going to be war, I think, after with everything's going on.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely going to be another war.
But I don't think it's going to end in 5 years.
Seeds right now.
With Katarina Devon getting her hands on one of the Gurusei, bro, it's going to be bad. I already know what they're planning. They're already cooking up some.
Then on top of it, we still don't even know where the fourth Pontiplic. Well, it is. They say it is with the man.
It's on Elbaf.
Yeah,
Elbaf, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's why we said the next 5 years.
Yeah, that's what we're going.
I know we don't want it to end.
The end of One Piece is.
I'm not saying I don't want it to end. I'm just thinking I don't think it's 5 years. That's all I'm just saying.
I'm saying I don't want it to end.
I don't want it to end. I just want answers.
There's a lot of like in the scenes like story that's going on, and behind the scenes like with studio trying to like make another One Piece from the beginning. There's just too much going on logistically for us to like close our eyes to anymore.
Yeah. To hope that's not. How'd you guys feel about the battle with Sung Jin Woo and Kong? That was.
Thank you for bringing it back.
Right, we was on One Piece for a little minute.
Yeah,
I forgot all about Soul Level. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's my job.
Sung Jin Woo, Kong, is that the brother? No. That's the assassin.
The assassin guy that came in and he killed all
the one that was killing all the people low key.
Yeah, from jail.
That guy.
He was a creep.
Yeah. Oh.
So creepy. I mean, that's like the best way to describe him.
Yeah, you just a creep. Like I felt like, man, certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Come on.
He was just weird to me. I don't know why. He was just I just got
no. He just had an obsession of killing. That's all he had.
Yeah, that's weird.
That drove him.
You don't find that weird?
I mean,
isn't that weird?
But there's a lot of anime like that. There's a lot of
there's a lot of characters out there that are like that.
That get off on killing people, bro. That are just villains.
Yeah.
Hisoka.
Exactly.
Hisoka's one of them. That's my point right there.
This guy was not Hisoka. He didn't give up Hisoka vibe. Hisoka's actually cool.
I mean, he was an interesting introduction because it was like, Sung Jin Woo fought like those 5 guys and had to kill them, and then he had to kill Kong because system was like, dude, it's either you die or he dies. But I thought it was like a real good moment because one, it got you questioning. Like they mentioned it in the beginning that everyone had different classes, but then it was like, oh, I forgot that Sung Jin Woo has no class. Like we technically don't know. So what is his class?
Kong was what class? That's C, right?
He was an assassin. Oh, so when I say like class, I mean like
S ranks, A rank,
like a job, like a job.
No,
So like there's the rank and then there's the class. So the rank is the letter. The rank is the letter. He was B.
He was a B. Okay.
Yeah, he was a B, but he was like assassin class, just like the guy who had like no arm. He was, even though he was a swordsman, he was technically like mage class.
Oh yeah, I did not pay attention to those titles.
Low-key, I wanted to see him do better in that fight because I thought he had it. with the girl boosted him with the magic, and he had the sword. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
he might got
That
it.
was a bit of a
Might got
letdown.
it.
That was a bit
But
of a
guys, he's
And then
letdown.
short-handed.
Yeah.
didn't
Come
have
on,
it.
man. He don't
That's
got
not
both
funny.
hands anymore.
That's not funny. Because Shanks is short-handed. What that mean? Shanks is short-handed. What that mean?
He's not
Exactly.
Shanks.
He
He's
could have
not
been.
Shanks.
He just had to, believe in himself a little bit more.
Believe in himself.
Lord. I
He
mean,
had to
he
believe
did
in
good.
No.
He did good though. He
did
No,
all right.
until
he
Buddy
Yeah, I
did.
thought
He
he had
tried
it.
his best.
yeah, until
I thought he had it.
I felt like that was a great way
Yeah.
to show us him Song-woo fight another human that was close
Yeah.
to his level.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
because
yeah,
the other
yeah.
guys, they were it was a lot of them, but we all could tell like they get murked real quick.
Right.
And
Fodder.
outside of the beast,
Mhm.
so now, at least now we're like, okay, he could beat a B rank. All
Mhm.
right, so he's beating a B rank. And when I was reading
Oh
the manga, I
yeah,
was
that's
just
kind of
like,
true.
he beat a B rank, so he's at least B rank plus or more,
Mhm.
you know?
Right.
So it made sense.
Yeah.
And then when he looked at the main private investigator dude, he's like, yeah, I can't beat that dude. Yeah, he's a A rank. And then that's
Right.
Right,
so
right. Yeah, that's actually a really good
Right.
point. Like that's the point because I wasn't really asking a lot of questions except for like where's the system
Mhm.
at first,
Mhm.
and like what's the deal with it. But then like at that point, like you make an excellent point. I started asking like tons of questions, like oh, there are classes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his rank now? We don't really know what his rank is
Mhm.
because the system is doing it by like numbers,
Yeah.
and he doesn't even know what his rank is. He's just speculating off whatever
Somebody
like
else's.
Mhm.
observation
Yeah.
hockey he has.
Mhm.
But it was like a moment where it's like, okay, now I'm starting to wonder a little bit more about like the world building and like what his state in the world is right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you
That's
guys
what's
feel
up.
like the system is unfair sometimes
Yes.
of
In
the
who case?
requests? For
Yes,
Song-woo.
because after that Igris thing,
Hell
no. Because after
No,
Igris,
no.
they spawned like a whole bunch of soldiers talking about some last 10 minutes. Hell no, I'm tired as hell. You didn't see my ass get beat.
I don't feel like
I
the
mean, I
system
think
did a great job.
the system is cynical. Yeah, I think they did a fantastic
Yeah.
job. But you know, I do think that the system is a bit of a dick.
Right.
They're very
Yeah.
cynical.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
you didn't just see me do this boss fight, and then you just gonna spawn
Yeah.
a whole bunch of people.
But my
And you're
thing
like,
is,
last 10 minutes.
but I
That good luck moment felt like a jab.
That's right. Good luck.
Yeah, I was like, this is a
But-
jab. You're not really wishing me
but
good
that's
luck.
what he wanted though. At the end of the day, remember he kept one of the big things he said he wanted to keep leveling up, and one thing about him, he kept leveling up. He kept leveling
I mean,
up,
he did.
and so
So
I
one-
think that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
One spoiler I'll give out, spoiler alert if you want to get out of here, that I'll give out is
Are we
He
getting
started
the
to
spoilers
question-
now?
yeah, he started to question the system itself sooner or later in the manhwa.
Mhm.
Like as he
Yeah,
got
he did.
going, he was just
But
like,
he ended up playing the system though at the end though.
yeah, which
He
was
played
really
the system good at the end. Mhm. I don't want to.
I mean, does he play the system by the end, or is it halfway through? Because by the end, it's something completely different.
It's,
you know,
it's
it's
halfway through. Yeah,
it's-
when he
yeah.
met the architect.
yeah. Because after
Mhm.
it just transcends
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah.
You know, he went from like breaking the system to breaking the storyline.
Yes, literally.
Right.
Yes,
Literally.
literally.
That's how bad he
Yes.
questioned it. I was like, whoa, bro, are you questioning me reading this? Come on, chill out.
Yeah. You know, it's great when a story makes you question the story itself
Yeah.
and like what's going on.
Mhm.
You know, like that. I'm sorry, One Piece reference again, but that time that like Oda gaslit us, being like, "Oh, you guys totally thought it was normal that Sanji's like limbs could like catch on
Right.
fire."
Yeah.
That
Right.
one
Yeah.
chapter he was fighting Queen. I was like, "Is Oda really making me question like the like creativity levels of anime and what's real and what's
Yep.
not real?"
Yup.
Is he
Made us feel
literally
dumb on
making me
that one.
question how I accepted this?
I just thought it was friction. I was like, he's spinning around really
Yeah.
fast, and then the
Yeah.
I was just like, I
What is
don't
wrong
know.
with it?
Yeah.
Are you calling me crazy?
Solo Leveling did a little bit of that too. It was like, wait, are you making me question the storyline now? What's
Mhm.
going on?
Literally.
Yep.
It's crazy.
No, I remember like I felt like I was reading a conspiracy theory in one moment, just like
I'm dead.
Yep.
watching me read this.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and
Okay,
for
hold
me,
on.
I didn't realize the solo leveling. Whereas, you know, after he I guess he awakened the second time. I guess you know when he dies and he
Yeah.
awakened the second time, and that the rest of the army come on, and I didn't realize Balon is the original, I guess, fragment of light or something like that. Or the Grand Marshal. Y'all don't realize that he's also one of the.
We're dropping so
So
many
much.
spoilers
I'm
here.
just like, yo,
So
I
many
don't know what
spoilers.
you're talking about. I don't know what
Oh.
the
That's
hell.
why I kicked him out.
Yeah.
That's why I kicked him.
I did realize
same.
that
Yeah.
the whole thing was like I don't want to say
Yeah.
too much more. I feel like I'm gonna also ruin it for
Yeah.
CJ if I say
No,
anymore.
it's-
'Cause
I
that
didn't
will
get-
literally ruin the whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
see,
dang.
you dropping
My
too much spoilers, Maul.
Too
Come
much.
on.
My bad.
But one
Hold
thing
on.
I did want to ask Maul, not Maul, Mel. One thing I want to ask you about Kaiju No Mate, since we on the spoilers thing, real quick. What's going on with the cat, the
Huh?
tiger?
Oh, the
Mina's
tiger. Oh,
what's going on with that?
oh, I think it's like part kaiju. I don't think it's
Did
like
she know
just a
though?
tiger. Yeah, she knows.
So
She
then why
knows.
was she so upset at all? She's like, I'm gonna eradicate all kaiju. Your pet is a. I mean, come on now.
I mean, if you destroy its core, it could essentially die.
yeah,
She
but
didn't know
you-
if the core got hit or not.
My thing is, you think all kaijus are bad, but your pet's a kaiju, and it
Yeah.
obviously helps you.
I mean, whoa. This is like a big question now because obviously when you know
Big
what?
spoiler. I'm gonna have to put a fat. There's a spoiler alert at an hour and 20 something.
No, because I just got to the part when I seen it, and I was just like, wait, if that's that, then
Yeah.
why are you so?
It's a kaiju. Yeah, I guess that's a really good question, but you know that they eventually do accept like some things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. They're gonna have to sooner or later. I figured that part.
Okay.
I just had to ask that because that was really bothering me. I was just like, so did she know this whole time? Is she finding out right now?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
Nah, she knows.
That's crazy.
She knows.
One thing
So
I
what
was gonna
chapter
say
should I
was
start reading
Maul's
then?
on that.
What?
He's on that high.
If you want to read Kaiju number 8 right now,
Yeah, where I'm at from episode
Just
5.
start from the beginning, bro.
I would start chapter
Yeah,
11.
chapter 11.
Chapter 11.
All right.
So
What
I
you
was
going to
gonna
say,
say,
Rico?
Maul's on that. You're on that high that you just finished solo, and you just want to talk about it with everybody.
Yeah.
You can't control yourself.
Yes, I am. I can.
get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was me with Kaiju. That was me with a lot of things. That's me with One Piece, honestly.
Yeah.
Every time I read a new chapter, I
same.
gotta talk to somebody about it. Yo, you reading?
Same.
Yeah.
I be posting like one line cryptic messages to see who reaches out on threads. Cause like people on threads, they be talking. So like last week I was like, oh, first pirate, and that like people started chiming in. And I'm like, okay, we're safe to talk.
Right.
Literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. The fact that he was the first pirate. Like, I can't wait.
I can't wait to see next chapter, bro. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, before we get all into one
Next week.
Yeah, literally before we get into One Piece, I really appreciate you coming on and pulling up and vibing with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. It was been really fun. You know, CJ, Sanji, we're in it, bro.
Sanji all day.
We in it, bro.
We here. They over there with the swordsman.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
No, don't say y'all. That's Rico. You see my guy. You see who I'm rocking. You see who I'm with.
We'll let Maul slide with the Luffy.
I mean, Luffy stays number one
right,
forever.
that's
Okay?
right,
Like
that's
there's no one
He's
above
always
Luffy,
number one.
and then there's
Zoro.
After Luffy is Sanji.
Thank you, Dax.
Yeah.
Team Zoro all day. Thank you.
Well,
sir.
y'all have that. Y'all know. Y'all already know who my favorite character outside of Luffy is. So
Chopper.
Yeah, I'm staying by Chopper. Yeah,
You
Chopper
stand
is
by
my
the
favorite.
doctor.
I mean, I love Chopper.
Why do we even let you comment who your favorite is? It's always the most random.
That's his second.
The most random. Y'all talk about the most random.
right.
But listen, Chopper, man.
Mel,
Chopper's
go
him,
ahead
man.
and give
Listen.
your socials and let everybody know here, our listeners here, where they can find you on IG, TikTok, YouTube.
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at its__AniMel. Same for threads. And you can find me on YouTube at it's AniMel straight as is. But you'll mostly find me either on Instagram threads. And I post weekly. Not right now. We're kind of like on hiatus, but we're back this week.
Nice.
Weekly on YouTube when we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what's
Any
up.
Tell them what
con
kind
you're
of
going up to
projects-
next?
Oh, dang, you literally asked my next question.
Y'all quick with it.
Yeah, very quick with it.
What was the question?
Oh, what con
Right.
are you going to next? Or any big con you going to next? Yeah.
Con? Oh, okay. So Anime NYC, I'll be there. I am. So, like, for full disclosure, I'm in the New York metropolitan area. That's my closest con, technically.
Okay.
So I'll be going there in August.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
We may get out there. May not. I don't know yet.
Man.
All right.
August?
We did
I'll
apply.
make it work.
End
We
of
did
end of
apply.
August.
We did
Yeah.
When do we
apply,
get
yeah.
it? Yeah, we did apply.
I don't know yet. I don't know when. I gotta
Okay.
check. So we may be out there for a
Yeah,
day or
we
two.
out there. We would
All right.
gladly have you come by and we could do a in person thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably do a
Yeah,
game
that
show.
would be great.
Yes.
That would be great.
Mhm.
I've seen the game shows you guys do. It's lots of
Yeah.
fun.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I would be a little bit timid at first, but then I'd go real hard because I'm very competitive.
That's
That's
what
so,
I
what
like
it
to hear.
is. The
That's what we need. That's
competitiveness.
what we
That's what we
need.
need.
That's what we
The
need.
drive.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we
So
appreciate
Mel,
you.
tell us any project
oh,
that you're
go ahead.
working on, or that you tell us any project that you're working on, any recordings that you got coming up, so your our fans can our fans will let us know they can be tuned in as well.
Yeah. So I'm actually starting to draft new ideas right now. Working on a video for Sakamoto Days. If you're not reading Sakamoto Days, man, it's one of the like best drawn action I have ever seen. Like if you talk about action leaping off the page, Sakamoto Days is like one of the greatest like drawn action I've ever seen. Like the fluidity of the action is like crisp, it's perfect, and you can tell what's going on 100% of the time.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Like there's no like misunderstandings like what happened in the
Right.
scene. And it is one of the most wild like wild action sequences ever. Like the way that the mangaka thinks about like creating the fight scenes, I don't know how he comes up with them. I don't know how he dreams up of them, but it is literally one of like my favorite things to read on Sundays these days.
I'm about to check that out.
And then Apothecary Diaries. I don't know if you've ever watched the Apothecary Diaries. So I watch a lot of action, but I also watch like a lot of romance, a lot of slice of life. I do like mystery and stuff like that. So my viewing is like is wide.
Okay.
Anyway, so Apothecary Diaries is something that's kind of on my list. It's like a staged in like ancient China times or like imperial China times, and it's this girl who's like a doctor, but they don't really have doctors back then, I think, so they call them apothecaries.
I heard about that one. Yes.
Yeah, that show is like really good too. Like it's funny, it's witty, it's got like mystery, so it'll get you like thinking and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's another one that I'm working on an episode on. But yeah, like those are my two immediate things that I'm working on. And I just dropped a Bungo Stray Dogs video today.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Dex says Apothecary Diaries is great. He said
Dex,
CJ,
CJ,
Apothecary. He
you
knows
need to watch it. That's what he said. And then he said Zoro after Luffy leaves Sanji in the kitchen. Thank you, Dex. I appreciate you, bro.
He mad because Zoro can't contribute nothing more than fighting. That's it.
Dex,
That's
I
all
appreciate
that's
you
all
being
he's
in this
there for.
episode. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. But yes, we definitely got to do this again, whether it's in person or online. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Yes. Hopefully next time they caught up to Kaiju No Mape so we can talk more about the spoilers without them being upset.
Oh, I won't. You know,
there's so much more I wanted to talk about, but
I feel like we kept it under wraps pretty well. We kept it under wraps pretty well.